884 million people use unimproved sources of drinking water. 2.6 billion people, or 39% of the world's population, live without access to improved sanitation. The vast majority live in Asia and sub-Saharan Africa. Almost 1/10 of the global burden of disease could be prevented by improving water supply, sanitation, hygiene, and management of water resources. Nearly 1 in 5 child deaths is due to diarrhea, a loss of about 1.5 million lives each year.
NGOs and government agencies in developing countries have the mandate to provide water and sanitation services. However, they often lack the technical and managerial capacity to do so effectively.
There's not very many people, actually none in the world that we found today, that actually are focused on providing professional services for organizations that provide the poor with water and sanitation. Haven't seen any other in the world.
CAWST, the Center for Affordable Water and Sanitation Technology, was developed to provide training and technical support to nonprofit organizations and government agencies so that they can more effectively provide water and sanitation to the poor. We don't build infrastructure. We build people's capacity to manage water.
And also, we as an organisation actively go to countries and meet with organisations who are working to make a difference in that particular country, explain what we're doing, find out what they're doing, and try and seek ways in which we can share information and collaborate together.
Our approach to development is long-term and proactive. We make our services available to those that need them most and assist our clients at a pace that allows them to retain and apply what they have learned. By delivering services through a global network of clients and by making our materials freely available, we achieve a widespread impact.
And it's important for us to make that information available because one of our strategies is to make knowledge, or water knowledge, common knowledge.
And through our distinct blend of business skills and a humanitarian vision, we achieve effective and efficient results. CAWST's unique approach is working. Since our conception in 2001, we have impacted over 3 million people in 58 countries with better water and sanitation, and created a global network of over 2,000 non-profit government and community organizations.
The way CAWST engages the local population is actually by delivering training to them in their own country, and everywhere we go we bring 2 suitcases and materials, and everything's made in country, from the molds to all of the training to even our supplies are found in country.
CAWST has achieved these results through 5 key strategies.
We adapt all of our materials so that they're specific to each country, each region that we go to, not necessarily the country. And we want people to spread that knowledge, and the best way to spread that knowledge is to give them the tools and make them available for them to use to teach others.
These organizations come to us for the knowledge, for the education, for the training, but then they are able to design their own projects.
So we run a workshop in a country, and we invite different organizations to come and to attend those workshops. And the ones that have the initiative to get started and moving, we support them through that process.
Our clients have a lot of barriers. Most notably, funding is always a barrier for an organization. Secondly would be the capacity to run an organization and to start a project. And a lot of our materials are about those basic questions and about basic development, about running an organization.
If the water is within the family home, then the family unit has responsibility to make sure that the water is kept clean, to make sure that, so that's why it's important to make it one family at a time to maintain the sustainability, to ensure that there's responsibility to keep the water clean.
In addition to these strategies, we are increasing our impact by replicating our unique approach. In 2008, in partnership with organizations in 3 countries, CAWST initiated Water Expertise and Training Centers, or WET centers.
These WET centers provide that continuous support that the implementers need on the ground. So when they have a question, there is an organization locally that they can turn to.
We discussed the future partnership. As DOCOR wanted to set a WET center, so we started negotiation in April 2009.
And we believe in partnership because nobody is 100% perfect, and we believe partnership with CAWST will produce a very good services at the local level.
Our vision has always been to be able to disseminate the information to everybody, every person in Africa, if possible. And in realizing that, we needed to have the skills and the capacity to be able to do that. And CAWST, through the WET Center, has been able to make that happen.
Through CAWST's innovative business model, our unique approach to development, and the replication of our strategies, CAWST is moving, along with our global partners, toward achieving a world where people have the opportunity to succeed because their basic water and sanitation needs have been met.
You start with what you can do, and then you slowly build. When you hear them, when you see them, when you see the differences in the lives that is made, it pretty well brings you to tears. And you go, well, gotta keep doing it.